Back to Great League action with a double fire team. Today trainers were diving together into Go Battle League with a Shadow Typhlosion and Shadow Charizard backline. Dugong up in front will lead in a very effective way against the entire Great League, and of course I really like this Pokemon as a safe pick overall because we do not have a clear safe switch, but the main strategy of this team is to have Typhlosion as an aggressive switch to draw out something that Charizard is afraid of, and potentially you can finish it off either with Typhlosion or Dugong or even a mix of both. Anyways, here you can see how strong Typhlosion can be on the switch. Even up against an Azumarill we can still emerge victorious, while we have access now to Icy Wind to grab a shield out of our opponent. Now Skeledirge comes into the battle and we got the Drill Run to hit that Pokemon for a lot of damage. I decide here to switch out to Charizard just in case they throw the Disarming Voice, but it ends up being the Shadow Ball for even bigger damage. Down we go now to that Incinerate, and I'm pretty sure here that if we block correctly the move, we're just gonna go ahead and completely farm down in the process. Now only with Dragonair remaining at the very end, all we have to do is to reach to those Icy Winds, go for the Shield Breaker and do one more to almost guarantee the victory. So the battle is not over yet because Body Slam will leave us with 1 HP after the Trango Breath damage, and now we can guarantee the victory in a very close battle to begin the video with. Into the next battle now, trainers, with the red still up in front. Let's see how this is gonna go, and this is absolutely horrible because not only we face a red still at the lead scenario, but also on the switch we are facing a water type Pokemon. But yes, again, because Shadow Typhlosion really has access here to Thunder Punch, which can be a game changer for those water types. So here comes out the second one and they managed to block. You know what, this is absolutely promising for us. Since I also have another fire type at the back, I decide to let my Typhlosion go down, and now Charizard can emerge as the perfect sweeper from that early into this battle. Down they go eventually, and since they return to the battle with red steel, this is the perfect timing for me to throw my Blast Burn to one-shot down the Metal Trash Can. That was insane. Down they go with a simple charge attack. Let's see now what they have at the back. It is gonna be the Sableye, but another Blast Burn is imminent right on CMP. Down they go with another nuke. Are you kidding me? Charizard is on point and on fire, so that is gonna be an amazing one for today's content. Into the next battle now with the Skeledirge up in front. You already can tell from the very early battle that we had on today's content that Skeledirge is kind of a core breaker to us, so I'm not that happy to encounter this Pokemon anyways, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna block the first move and then see how they want to respond since Feraligatr joins the party. I'm just gonna go here now for the Ice Wind and the bait, since I know that after the bait they're gonna block, and of course we can survive those Hydro Cannons with much ease. So they're gonna throw here their second Hydro. Now they're energy dry, and I realize at this point that perhaps I need to block the next move in order to completely farm down and at least have a chance against my opponent. So Skeledirge now is gonna reach to those Incinerates, and before the Incinerate animation is completed, we can go for two of those wing attacks, taking full advantage of that animation cycle. So this means now that we can get out of here with a ton of energy, go for the Dragon Claw, and right after we can try to finish them off with a Blast Burn. However, this is not the case at all. My opponent has an Annihilape at the back, and of course they can finish us off before we do anything else with Charizard. But the outcome has already been settled because Typhlosion really doesn't care, since it is gonna be our second heavy closer for this team. Into the next battle now, everyone, with an Abomasnow up in front. That Incinerate did a whole lot of damage, so Bastiodon is perhaps the worst core breaker that you can face. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that we have done a lot of damage on their shields with our Typhlosion, but still this Bastiodon is such a threat to us. What we need to do here is to go ahead, stay in there with our Dugong and try to snipe them down potentially with our Drill Runs. This is not gonna knock out, but still it is gonna put them severely low at a point that if I block here we might actually guarantee the knockout over that Bastiodon. This is my only play. I cannot switch out to Charizard. I need to finish off Bastiodon with with my Dugong. Down goes Basadon, that was a very nice one for us, and also we have the amazing Ice Wind for that poor Tropius. Now I'm just gonna switch out to Charizard, they follow up with a switch to a Bomba Snow, and before they go even for a move, we can try to snipe them down in return with a Dragon Claw. This is super promising right now because they might reach to a charge attack, but we can also survive it kinda with ease, and Shadow Charizard can still reach to the Blast Burn for the nuke, burn it down, and we're gonna take another huge victory. Into the next battle now everyone, with a Galarian Stunfisk up in front. What is this? Season 1, Season 2? Who plays that Pokemon this season? I have no clue. Anyways, now with the Rock Slide we managed to block this one, and they have Altaria at the back. So this has to be one of those OG teams. I'm expecting Azumarill or Red Steel or whatever at the back, okay? So I'm just gonna keep going at it with my Typhlosion here, with another Thunder Punch, and guess what? Another one right after. I'm telling you, this team can get to those charge attacks at a very decent pace, while you need a lot of elite TMs to get the correct moveset on all of those Pokemon. So anyways, in the process we managed to farm down the Altaria, Stunfisk returns, and on CMP we're just gonna go for the drill run. Whatever they do here is gonna be absolutely awesome for us, because if they block, this means that Charizard can easily snipe down the final Pokemon, and if they don't, well, Stunfisk is out of the way. Meganium emerges, and guess what, trainers? That was indeed an OG team, so shout out to them, but it was not enough for my double fire backline. In the next battle now, with the Altaria up in front, obviously one of the best leads that you can get with that Dugong, while on the switch we're meeting up with a Medicham. I'm going here for the Blast Burn just in case they think they can survive one Dragon Claw and let the move go through, but as it seems they end up blocking, and in the process we managed to completely farm down a ton of energy. So we might be behind on shields, but still we can have the upper hand with our moves. Now Azumarill comes into the game, and even though they can hit us for super effective with those bubbles, you can already tell that Shadow Charizard can unleash some Shadow Blast Burns on that Azumarill and eventually even finish it off. Now Typhlosion joins the party, and I decide to take the move. If that is a Hydro Pump, goodbye trainers, and it is, so down we go. But still Dugong can have the upper hand over the Dragon type, and we're just gonna keep going at it with our nice moves. Yeah, that was a bad pun that I really needed to make one, so yeah, here it is, nice. So Dragon Pulse now can easily be taken, while we're just gonna focus on the complete farm down, and we know that we can easily snipe down the remaining HP that Azumarill is having with a simple drill run, so down they go. Into the next battle now everyone, with a Dragonair up in front. This is another great lead for us, you already saw that from before, and on the switch this time we meet up with a Skarmory. Finally we get a very good mid battle, and of course by blocking here the Brave Bird we managed to finish them off with one more Incinerate. Going for the Brave Bird here was a smart choice by my opponent, because they didn't allow me to charge up more energy, but at this point we do not care much, because we already do so much damage to that Shadow Dragonair. Down they go to our fire moves, Bastiodon comes in and they back out from the battle. Never do this. This trainer could have won this entire thing, but they did not even know we had a Shadow Charizard. Bastiodon was the perfect Pokemon for them, and the only weakness that I had at this point. Double Fire is super strong, but Bastiodon is a heavy Pokemon. So over here they can still destroy down our Typhlosion, and in the process they have farmed up a ton of energy for my Dugong. So the plan is still going strong here, because Bastiodon might finish off both of our Pokemon, Dugong and Typhlosion, but we have definitely avoided this matchup with our Charizard. So here comes now Annihilape into the battle, and they're staying in, so if I can block here correctly the moves, we might actually have the upper hands with our wing attacks and the Dragon Claws. So we're just gonna block here once again. This time the Night Slash Lickitung comes at the very end, and let's see trainers if that is gonna be enough to finish them down, because we managed to bait with the Dragon Claw, but unfortunately for us we cannot get to those big blast bursts, and down down we go, since the shield disadvantage did not work towards our favor. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for sticking around till the end. It really means a lot for my channel. Before you go, leave a huge like, subscribe to my content, and I hope to see you all into the next one.